Hi, welcome back to my group study buddy. Today we are presentations of chapter 11 and chapter 12. So the next slide is the list of content.
About the contents, list of content, chapter 11 and chapter 12. So chapter 11, we have five topics, and also chapter 12, we also have five topics.
So the first is the chapter 11, new products pricing strategies. New products pricing strategies include cost-based pricing, competitive pricing, and setting the highest price possible. And company bring out the new product phase challenge of the setting price for the first time. They can choose pitching to product strategies like market skimming pricing and the market penetration pricing. So let's move to the first part is the market skimming pricing. So what does it mean? The market skimming pricing is the process of setting a high price for a new product to maximize the revenue from the segment willing to buy it, and the company make the fewer but more profitable sales. And pricing skimming have a pros and cons. The first is pros, and as I mentioned it before, a firm can increase profits and enable more research. Next is the consumer who way the can benefit from the lower price, and high price can help recoup investment cost of the new products. So what is the cost? Consumer who pay high price may feel ripped off, and the firm could lose a market share if the price too high. And the last is the require agree of the monopoly power. And market penetration pricing is used to the increase market share and drive higher profits margins, and is appropriate for new and exciting products. Now let's move to the next objective is product mix pricing strategies. Pricing mix is one of the most prevalent combinations of the price relay variables, depending even the products and service offered by the company. For any marketing mix products, company generally choose any of the products mix pricing strategies. And the first I want to mention is the product line pricing. In product line pricing, company must set the price for the engines of the product line. For example, you may have seen various series of the cars and their price difference based on the models. Most company more interest in the product line pricing instead of the launching a single product because it provides the better features and the price comparisons for the customer. At the same time, it also more beneficial for the company. Let's move to the optional product pricing. Organizations combine an optional product with the main product. For example, you can purchase an optional ice maker with the refrigerators, or optional alloy with the cars. Organizations intentionally separate some of the optional products from the main one to avoid making customer feel that the products are costly, and it also benefit for the other organizations through the extra sales of other products. Captive product pricing refers to setting price for two different products simultaneously. However, one is used as the main product, while the other is used the main products. For example, gelatin razor with the platters and the camera with the film. So you can see here, the company sell the main products at a low price while they earn the with the recurring products. Next is byproducts pricing. Byproducts are often produced with the main products, and organizations set up the price for the byproducts to increase the competitiveness of the main product's price and reduce the additional cost of disposing of the by products. It also helps the company to find a separate market to sell these byproducts. Often, byproducts sell at a reasonable price and make significant profits for your company. And the last is product bundle pricing. Product bundle pricing is one of the most prominent strategy these days. Organizations sell various products together in the product bundle pricing after forming them as the bundle. For example, at a reasonable price, you may have seen bundle of burgers, fries, and soft drink in the McDonald's. This bundle benefit the customer and organizations by selling more products at a time. It simply encourage customer purchase more products instead of single products.
Okay, next we'll move to price adjustment strategies. Okay, from this table you can see that there are six strategies can be used in price adjustment, and I will describe a little bit further about this. Okay, first is about discount and allowance pricing. So most companies adjust their basic price to reward customers for certain responses, such as paying bills early, volume purchases, and off-season buying. These price adjustments called discount and allowance can take many forms. First is for discount. Discount is a straight reduction in price on purchases during a stated period of time or of larger quantities. So take a simple example is Black Friday. So next is allowance. It is promotional money paid by manufacturers to retailers in return for an agreement to feature the manufacturer's product in some way. Okay, next is for the segmented pricing. It is selling a product or service at two or more prices where the difference in prices is not based on the differences in cost, and there are several forms. First, a customer segment pricing. Second, a product firm pricing. And third, is location based pricing. And next, I will talk about the psychological pricing. So, price says something about the product. It's true. So, psychological pricing it is price that consider the psychology of prices and not simply the economics. The price is used to say something about the product. So another aspect of psychological pricing is reference prices. Reference prices is the prices that buyer can carry in their minds and refer to when they look at a given product. Okay, next is about the promotion pricing. We know promotion pricing is temporarily pricing product below the list price and sometimes even below cost to increase short-run sale. So, however, it can have adverse effect during most holiday seasons. For example, it's an all-out pageant war. Marketer carpet bomb consumer with deals, causing buyer wear out and pricing confusion. Constantly reduced prices can erode a brand's value in the eyes of customer, and used too frequently price promotion can create deal prawn. Customers who wait until brands go on sale before buying them. Okay, next is for the geographical pricing. Geographical pricing is setting prices for customers located in different parts of the country or world. So first is FOB origin pricing. It is pricing in which goods are placed free on board or on board a carrier. The customer pay the freight from the factory to the destination. Second is uniform deliver pricing. It is pricing in which the company charges the same price plus the freight to all customers regardless of their location. Third is zone pricing. So it is pricing in which the company set up two or more zones. All customers within a zone pay the same total price. The more distant the zone, the higher the price. So next is basic point pricing. It is pricing in which the seller designates some city as a basing point and charges all customer the freight cost from that city to the customer. Lastly, if freight absorption pricing is pricing in which the seller absorbs all part of the freight charges in order to get the desired business. Okay, next is for the dynamic pricing. So dynamic pricing is adjusting prices continually to meet the characteristic and needs of individual customer and situations. So dynamic pricing practices seem legally questionable, but they are not. So it is legal as long as companies do not discriminate based on age, gender, and location, and it is makes sense in many contexts. Next is international pricing. International pricing refers to the strategic marketing activity determining the monetary exchange value of the product sold across countries. Okay, we'll move to 11.4 price changes. Okay, first we'll talk about the initiating price changes. In some cases, the company may find it desirable to initiate either a price cut or a price increase. In both cases, it must anticipate possible buyer and competitor reactions. So there are four main steps is initiate price cut, initiating price increase, buyer reaction to price changes, competitor reaction to price changes. Okay, next we'll talk about the responding to price changes. So in the figure, it shows the ways of a company might assess and respond to a competitor price cut. Suppose a company learns that a competitor has cut its price and decides that this price cut is likely to harm its sales and profit. It might simply decide to hold its current price and profit margin. The company might believe that it will not lose too much market share or that it would lose too much profit if it reduces its own price, or it might decide that it should wait and respond when it has more information on the effect of the competitor's price change. However, waiting too long to act might let the competitor get stronger and more confident as its sales increase.
11.5 Public policy in pricing. So, pricing within channel levels. Pricing is the practice of working with a competitor to set agreed upon prices on products with the intention of controlling the supply and the demand in the market. Uh, uh, preda- predatory pricing is when a firm sells product or services at a lower prices than their cost with the intention of pushing competitor out of the market. And predator pricing in some industry critics have accused Amazon.com on pricing books at fire sale prices that harm competing bookseller. But is this predatory pricing or just plain good competitor marketing? About pricing within channel levels, price discrimination is illegal unless a firm can prove it is justified by a different level of cost. Rental price maintenance laws prohibiting the practice of retail price maintenance prevents firms from requiring dealers to charge a specific price for the products. About deceptive pricing is the practice of falsely advertising a discount price that is not available to the consumer. And price discrimination, a price strategy in which a seller prices the same product differently across markets based on what it markets buyers are willing to pay. Chapter 12, Marketing Channels, Delivering Customer Value, Supply Chains, and the Value Delivery Network. About the supply chain, we have upstream and downstream. So from the raw materials, so logistic to supplier, to manufacturer, to distributor, to retailer, and customer. So the circle view go and go over again. So they're the products from the manufacturer to the customer. So that is value delivery network. So this is how channel members add value. So marketing channel intermediaries make buying a lot of easier for a consumer. Again, think about life without grocery retailer. How would you go about buying that 20 pack of Coke or any type of hundreds of other items that routinely drop into the shopping cart? And from a number of contract with a distributor and with a number of contract with a distributor, you can easily see the difference. It become more easier and faster for you to connect with the distributor and delivery the products from the manufacturer to the customer. So complete transaction, we have information, promotion, contract, matching, negotiation, and to fulfill complete transaction, we have physical distribution, financial, and risk taking. So this is the figure of consumer and business marketing channels. Channels level from A we have customer marketing channels and B we have business marketing channel. So it is quite familiar, but in the A consumer marketing channel, it's from the producer to consumer, and in the picture B, it is from the producer to the business customer. So in the picture A, using direct channels, a company sells directly to the consumer. No surprise there. And but using channels, the company is can connect more level of intermediates to have to get the product to the final buyers, and that's all.
So I would like to talk about discuss how channel members interact and how they organize to perform the work of the channel. It includes five parts. The first one is channel behavior, vertical marketing systems, beside horizontal marketing system, multi-channel distribution systems, and the last one is changing channel organization. So, what is marketing channels? In channel behavior part, marketing channels consider firms that have partner for their common good, with each member playing a specialized role. And what's a channel conflict? It refers to a disagreement among channel members over goals, roles, and rewards. It includes horizontal conflict and vertical conflict. We will move on to vertical marketing system. So, what is the definition of vertical marketing system? Vertical marketing system provide channel leadership and consist of producers, wholesalers, and retailers acting as a unified system. And there are three systems: corporate marketing systems, contextual marketing system, and administer marketing systems. So in this slide, we can see both vertical marketing systems and conventional distribution systems. So what is conventional distribution systems? Um, Conventional distribution systems consist of one or more independent producers, wholesalers, and retailers, each separate business seeking to maximize its own profits, perhaps even at the expense of profits for the system as a whole. So next, we move on to the third systems, um, horizontal marketing. So what is horizontal marketing systems? It's a channel arrangement in which two or more companies at one level join together to follow a new marketing opportunity.
So we will move on to the fourth part, multi-channel distribution systems. And you can see clearly the whole system in this slide. So what are multi-channel distribution systems? They are systems in which a single firm set up to more marketing channel to reach one or more customer segments. So we move on to the final part in the organizational process of the channel is changing channel organization. Um, is the main factor is disintermediation. So what is disintermediation? It's the cutting out of marketing channel intermediaries by producers or the displacement of traditional resellers by new intermediaries. So I would talk about identify the major channel alternatives open to a company. So the way to identity the main channel rotational open to a companies is channel design decisions. So channel design decisions have four factors. The first one is analyzing consumer needs. It's like you find out what target consumer want from the channel. You identify the market segments. You determine the best channels to use. You minimize the cost of meeting customer service requirements. So the next factor is setting channel objectives. You determine targeted levels of customer service. You balance consumer needs against cost and customer price preferences. The third factor is identify major alternatives. They are responsibilities of channel members like a producer and the intermediaries need to agree on price policies, conditions of sales, territory rights, and specific services. And the final factor is evaluating the major alternatives, like includes economic criteria, control issues, and adaptability criteria.
So let's move to the next questions. Explain how companies select, motivate, and evaluate channel members. So to select channel members, we should consider various characteristics that distinguish the better ones and the member years and business location growth and fit report cooperativeness and reputation. So moving to the next part, managing and motivating channel members, which should involve continued management and motivation of channel members, focusing on long-term purposes and fostering a cohesive value delivery system. Secondly, is convince supplier and distributor to work together. The last one is incentive, motivating channel members to promote and all products are supplies. And the next part is evaluating channel members. A company should assess channel members based on performance, sales volume, customer satisfactions, and adherence to trend conditions with regular review identifying improvement areas. The concluding part is public policy and distribution decisions. It's free to create their own channel arrangement with law and preventing exclusionary talent, exclusion distribution, and exclusive dealing strategies benefit both parties, providing local outlet and steady supply. For the last question is discuss the nature and importance of marketing logistics and integrate supply chain management. Nature and importance of marketing logistics is involve planning, implementing, and controlling the physical flow of goods, service, and
into efficiencies, aiming to meet customer requirements and ensure company effectively. For the sustainable supply chains, we have company reducing their supply chains environmental impact due to sustainability regulations, customizing and designing sustainable supply chains are not only environmentally beneficial but also profitable. Plus, when companies like Nike use the Higgs index to reduce environmental footprints and logistics costs, resulting in lower costs and higher profit for the major logistics functions. In order to achieve a specific set of logistics at the lowest possible cost, the company develops a logistics systems, the primary logistics function or transportation, inventory control, warehousing, and logistics information management. Nature and importance of marketing logistics is involve planning, implementing, and controlling the physical flow of goods, service, and information from origin to efficiencies, aiming to meet customer requirements and ensure company effectively. For the sustainable supply chains, we have company reducing their supply chains environmental impact due to sustainability regulations, customizing and designing sustainable supply chains are not only environmentally beneficial but also profitable. Plus, when companies like Nike use the Higgs index to reduce environmental footprints and logistics costs, resulting in lower costs and higher profit for the major logistics functions. In order to achieve a specific set of logistics at the lowest possible cost, the company develops a logistics systems, the primary logistics function or transportation, inventory control, warehousing, and logistics